So the domain of a function be the list of all possible values of x. The range would be the list of all possible values of y. All right. So here we're not listing them individually. We're listing them as an interval. All right. So looking at my graph, can you tell me where the x values start and where they stop? And once you do that, we'll know what the domain is. What is my lowest x value according to this graph? -5. Is that an included value or an excluded value? Excluded because it's open circle. All right. There's no point there. All right. So that's an excluded value. All right. So we need to write this in interval notation and inequality notation. Interval notation, I think, is the easier way to go if you have a choice. So I would say, let me just zoom in a little bit here. Parentheses, -5. When does this graph stop in terms of x? At 7. Included or excluded? Excluded for the same reason, open circle. All right. Now, if it's inequality notation, we're talking about x being in between two numbers. What are those two numbers? -5 and 7. All right. So -5 and 7. Now, can x be equal to -5? No, because it's excluded. If it's excluded from the set, it can't be equal to it. Same idea for the 7. All right. So the range. The range is the listing of all possible values of y. What's my lowest y value? -6. Can it be -6? Yeah. I don't see an open circle there. So square bracket. Let me make it look a little nicer. What's the highest value of y? 8. Can it be an 8? No, open circle, so parentheses. Or, if I want to go inequality notation, it's between two numbers, right? -6 and 8, same deal. Y is in the middle. What would be my inequality for the -6? What would it be? Would it be a less than symbol or less than or equal? Less than or equal because I'm including the -6. -6 is fair game. What about the 8? Less than, just a less than symbol. All right. So I think it's a little probably annoying that you have to do it both ways because it's nice and convenient to do it with the interval notation. But you need to be able to translate back and forth between one form and the other. All right. Looking at number 2, we need to discuss the x values and the y values again. But they're all going to have a fairly similar structure. So my domain in the second one, what's my lowest value of x? -5. If you're counting boxes from the y-axis, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units away. So -5. And then 1, 2, 3 units away if you're going in the right-hand direction. No open circles, so square those brackets up. Or, if I'm going to inequality notation, I know what my two numbers are, -5 and 3. Oh, wrong color. I know I'm dealing with only x values. What are my inequalities? I mean, we literally just did it, so. Square bracket goes with less than or equal to. All right. For the range, what's my lowest y? Is that going to be a square bracket or parentheses? Square. And what's my highest y value? 5. Same deal. All right. So, inequality notation, what am I looking at? All right, so same structure as the domain, just involving y instead of x. All right. Last one. Third one's a little funkier, at least in terms of its appearance, but still asking us the same stuff. So what's my lowest x? -5. I don't see any open circles, so I'm squaring up those brackets. Highest highest x? 4. In inequality notation, what would that look like?
-5. That's going to equal to y. That's going to equal to y.
Agreed, except it's going to be x instead of the y. Lowest value of y? -1. Highest? 5. Or inequality notation?
-1 is less than or equal y. Is less than or equal to 5.
Indeed. And then the last one. What's my lowest value for x? -infinity. Goes forever to the left, to the right. Positive infinity. I have a domain of -infinity to infinity. We don't write that as an inequality. We have a symbol for that. What symbol do we use? Or at least, what does the symbol represent?
Infinite solution.
Infinite solutions, but there's a symbol that we use, and it means a very particular phrase.
So like that R?
That funky R, yeah.
I thought that meant all real numbers.
All real numbers, exactly. All right. So it's a set of real numbers. All right. Now for the range. All right. Lowest value of y? -infinity is going down forever. Is it going up forever? All right. So it looks like my range is going to be the same deal. The funky R for all real numbers. You can write all real numbers if you want, if you're given discretion. You know, like you can decide, do I want to go in interval notation, inequality notation, or if I just want to write it out. But if you're asked to do it in a particular way, you have to give it in a particular way, right? And it's a nice, concise way of writing the fact that it's all real numbers. Obviously, you don't want to go with R, just the letter R, because R means something else. R means range. So if you just put R here, I'm looking at that. I know what you mean, but I can't grade you like I know what you mean. All right? So you got to be careful about that.